Hit 100K months in permanent makeup and lashes from this one tip. Welcome to Launching a $1 Million Beauty Business 101. I'm going to share how I launched my beauty business from averaging one client a week to multiple seven figures with this one tip. I'm Sheila Bella, and I help beauty professionals grow their businesses to 6 and 7 figures in their salons, studios, and online. I went from a broke waitress who got fired to a multi-million-dollar microblading brand in 3 years' time. And now my favorite thing to do is to teach beauty bosses just like you to do the same thing. Before I get into it, if you haven't liked or subscribed to my channel, you're going to want to do that. Subscribe and hit that bell so you never miss another video, because if you hang around here long enough, you're going to realize that you have the power to create a life that you're obsessed with too. So you clicked on this video because you're ready to grow. You're ready to launch your own $1 million beauty business, right? I have a question. How many other YouTube videos have you watched to figure this out? How many notebooks have you filled with notes? If you're the professional student type, you know the type. The type of person who takes training after training, online course after online course, but never does anything with it. You're doing it wrong. All the information in the world is useless unless you stop to actually implement it. A lot of you are too busy collecting information and sitting on it until you find a new shiny training to sign up for. Every successful entrepreneur I've spoken to says the secret to growing is to stop waiting until you're ready. You will never feel ready. My go-to saying before pressing the record button, they say, "Hey Sheila, are you ready?" And I always say, "Never, but we're doing it anyway." My trainer says, "You ready?" "Nope, but we're doing it anyway." Because ready isn't a thing. It's not real. I'm not really ready. I can continue to optimize and optimize and optimize before I implement, but it'll be a never-ending game. You optimize as you implement. There will always be something you don't know. Blind spots in business never completely go away, but clarity comes with taking action, and you'll be much better equipped to handle the next blind spot that comes up. Stop planning the launch of your product. Stop planning your online course. Stop planning starting your beauty business and get moving. There's no book, podcast, or journal that will bring your vision to life for you. You have to be the catalyst for it all to come together. A lot of you think you did something for your business today because you watched a video and you took notes and you read something, a book, or you highlighted a few lines. Yes, you may have absorbed knowledge, but did you implement it? Maybe you'll come to realize that you just like to read, or you just like watching videos. Maybe you'll realize that you probably just have a proclivity to reading or a proclivity to watching videos. You just like to read. You like watching videos. Maybe that's it. The number of conferences or trainings that you attend doesn't determine your growth. Maybe you like to attend events. Maybe you like to be social. Maybe you like meeting new people. Maybe you've read every Seth Godin book ever written. Maybe you've taken pages and pages of notes. But to still be struggling in business, all the notes in the world can't help you because you didn't actually do anything to make it happen. But you took notes. You got this. You got this. Yeah. By the way, did you know that I offer free beauty business advice through text message? All you need to do is text me your question and tell me that you found me on YouTube to 310-388-4588. I am so happy to help. Real change is the only way to get traction. If you truly want to start your business, whatever that business may be, you need to actually do something and launch it now. And some of you need to make some drastic changes in your daily life and routine. I want to encourage you to get to the bottom of why you may not be starting. It really is just a matter of priorities. Most people I talk to don't start because they're embarrassed. They're allergic to failure. I say failure is the only way. It's literally the only way. You can't avoid it. You want to be a business professional, right? You want to be a leader and succeed, right? If you want to be successful, then just get started. No more reading books. No more streaming 9,000 hours of podcasts. No more watching videos without action. No more planning. You've made enough plans. No more waiting until you're ready. I want to ask you a serious question. Are you any closer to having a successful business than you were 6 months ago? You've collected all the information, but what are you doing with it? Get out there. Get out there and ask yourself, what is my first step? What is the smallest step you can take that will get you started? Yeah, starting is scary. Even the smallest steps are scary at first. It can be something as simple as showing up on social media, face to camera, and telling the world that you're starting a business. Putting it out there makes it real. Talk about accountability, right? Now your friends and family are going to ask you about what you're doing. No one, including me, has all the answers, and you won't either. You have no choice but to figure things out as you go. Expect to want to give up along the way. Expect to question some of the decisions you've made. And I know you're going to feel the urge to do more research. If only I had read one more book. If only I had listened to one more podcast. Then I would know. No, you wouldn't, because that's what you've been doing all along, and there are always new challenges at every step of the journey. I'm not saying you can't do any research when those challenges come. Just don't fall back into old habits. Don't allow it to paralyze you and trick you into thinking you're getting things done. Figure out the thing. Drop your notebook and keep going. Instead of a notebook, I want you to use a calendar, actually, and start scheduling action items. Because to me, if it's not on the calendar, it's not real. Believe it or not, that is a key predictor for successful people. When I see someone with a calendar full of action items that actually move the needle in business, I know they're going to grow. Show me your calendar and I'll tell you whether or not you're going to be successful. As I like to say, schedule a time for failure because it's unavoidable. Don't be surprised if you wake up and you don't feel like whatever is on the calendar that day that you put for yourself. Don't be surprised if some days you wake up and you don't feel like doing whatever is in your calendar that day. It happens to me. It happens to me all the time, but you can't let your feelings control your destiny. This is a hack for those of you who really want to be your own boss. Okay, that one. Oh, hey, sorry. I'm just doing some content. By the way, do you want to grow your gram? I have the perfect resource for you. All my proven strategies of how to grow your Instagram for more clients and more bookings. Just click the link below in the description box to find out more. I boss myself through my calendar. Did I really want to film today? Before adding action items to your calendar, you must first know where you are in reference to your goals. You have to sit down with your thoughts and truly dissect why, when, and how you want to move forward. Time, consistency, hard work, and motivation are necessary, but where do you find the drive to stay focused? It's easy to get excited about a new project or goal, but you know what's easier? Losing motivation. If you don't set your mind on finishing what you started, you'll be taking notes for the rest of your life. You will always feel overwhelmed and always get sidetracked by another video or training that might be better than the last. The first action step I want you to take in your journey is to download my motivation map. I created a free workbook to guide you, to keep you focused and never lose sight of what, why, and how you're going to do this. I want you to click here to download your copy. To get this download, all you need to do is text me motivation to 310-388-4588 and I will text you back a link to get it. This will be the last set of notes you'll need. And keep them on your desk so you can come back to them whenever you feel yourself slipping back into old habits. So no more notes without taking action again. You don't have to do this alone either. Studies show that surrounding yourself with like-minded people helps you reach your goals. Cultivating relationships with other beauty entrepreneurs, especially ones who've already accomplished what you're trying to achieve, is proven to accelerate success. Click the link in the description to join my Beauty Biz Secrets Facebook group, where you can connect with thousands of beauty bosses, where we can support each other's growth, share advice, and celebrate wins, no matter how big or small. It all starts here. Don't skip this step if you want to get serious about growing your beauty business. Don't let this be just another YouTube video that you watch. Take action. It's the only way to bridge the gap between taking notes and building the business that you've always wanted. That's it for today's episode. I want you to check out these 2 videos right here for more ways to grow in your beauty business fast. Ciao!